San Diego. This is David Chakowski coming from you with sunny San Diego news. Happy holidays. I hope everyone is doing well. Rudolph's red nose is not the reddest thing we've seen this Christmas. Over in Orem, Utah, we have murder suspects and a huge murder case that is currently being investigated nationwide. Let's see what Nancy has for us today. Nancy, what can you tell us about this investigation?
Good morning, San Diego. My name is Stacy Brockman. Thanks, David, for sending us out here to sunny yet very cold Orem, Utah. Today we are standing in front of John Micklin's house, where he is the current suspect of the crime scene regarding the murder of several civilians. I cannot believe how big this crime actually is. John is currently on the run and nobody knows where he is. Right now, we are going to look into several witnesses, friends, family, anybody who knows anything about this case, because people's lives could be at stake here. And this is Nancy Brockman. I'll send it back to you at the desk, David.
Thanks, Nancy, for that recap. I really hope we find John and bring justice to the victims and their families. Now, I heard Orem, Utah is a very small, tight-knit community, so let's see what some of the friends, family members, and community members has to say about this case and John.
Hello. Hello, ma'am. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions about the case of John Micklin?
No, I don't mind at all.
Here we are with Mary Sue to talk about the case of John Mickley. Mary Sue has been a neighbor of him for 25 years. Mary Sue, have you encountered any suspicious behavior regarding John?
Yes, well, I did notice a few suspicious things. I saw him taking out the garbage and looked like a couple of funny looking legs were hanging out of there. And then I saw him go to his trunk and he was putting a couple, looked like human heads in there, but they were half eaten. So I don't really know what that man was about, but it looks pretty horrible to me.
Thanks, Mary Sue. And how do you feel in regards to safety?
Well, I'm pretty frightened to have a neighbor like that. I mean, I've been in this neighborhood for 25 years and my kids have lived here and gone to school. I didn't know there was a strange person living next door to me like that. I was extremely just...
Now, what is your name and your affiliation with the community?
Hi, I'm Beatrice Bloomendale, and I am the pastor's wife for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Now, what do you know about John Micklin?
Well, John went to church every Sunday, and I always knew he was a little odd, but I didn't think of this. Anyway, one night I was just having a dream, and the prophet came to me in that dream and said, "Someone you know is gonna do something real bad." In the back of my mind, I thought, it's John. Is that a name, right? Yeah. Anyway, have you heard of the Book of Mormon? It's my favorite read.
Thank you, Beatrice, for your time. Any last comments?
Yes, make sure to study your Book of Mormon. The prophets would want you to.
Now we're here with Mabel Cowbell to talk about the case about John Micklin. She has been a girlfriend of John Micklin for at least 3 months. Mabel, what do you have to say about the case?
Oh, John?
Yeah, John Micklin. He's in the recent
Oh,
murder
yeah,
case.
I sees him on the news, man. He done some bad stuff, but I'm not surprised. As I tell you, I was dating him, and he does some weird stuff, like, he had a shed in the backyard. He never let me go in there. I never knew why. And he was very perfectionist about it, and I thought maybe he just had some hard quirks, because we all do. But one day I went out and peeked, and I wish I didn't, because there was some weird stuff in there. And that's when I knew maybe not a good boy to have around. And so, you know, once he gave me my last round of drugs, that's when I decided to leave him. That was a good thing that I did.
And what did you discover in the shed, if you don't mind me asking?
Some weird stuff, ma'am. At first I thought he was just a sex addict and he was doing sexual things with those bodies. But then I discovered that he just killed them for fun.
That is tough to hear, especially coming from a close loved one of John Micklin. That's all for today, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just got a recent update about the whereabouts of John Micklin. We have seen him coming out of a local Walmart and is now in a nearby neighborhood. We must act fast. Let's see what footage we have got from this. Is the camera rolling? Can you see my mustache on camera? Guys, he's right there.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Here we are with Officer Sanchez, who has just arrested John Micklin, and he's going to say a few words about the case.
Normally it's a pretty quiet town. Nancy, America really owes you a debt of gratitude. We'll be submitting your name for a medal of commendation. Good work.
Thank you, Officer Sanchez. Now I'll be sending it back to the desk at David. Here we are at the backyard of John Micklin's house. As you can see, this white shed over here is the supposed shed where he would cut up his victims. It's very small, but still a lot of area space to do some damage.
Thank you so much, Nancy, for those updates. This has been an absurd case with so much live action footage. It has been absolutely amazing to witness, but so devastating for all those victims' lives. I am so relieved that John Micklin got captured and hopefully is getting sentenced to whatever is right. Hopefully there will be new updates in the future with court hearings to see what is next for John Micklin. Now on another note, we have recent updates about Walmart branded socks coming alive and crawling off people's feet in the middle of the night. Scientists think this might be due to a mutation in the coronavirus. Now, Isaac Pickafart from Orlando, Florida, what do you have to say about this case?